end of the Nixon policy of self-sufficiency and spoke of, quote, one inevitable major shift from oil and gas to coal. Bob Schieffer has more on the story.
Spring arrived in West Virginia ahead of Mr. Carter, so it was a beautiful day as he came to the Gold Dome state capitol here. After gulping down a hamburger and french fries with Governor Jay Rockefeller in the Capitol employees' dining room, Mr. Carter convened the panel of energy experts. It included administration officials, one working coal miner, and representatives of coal unions, the power companies, and consumer groups. Mr. Carter said he had come here mostly to learn, and since West Virginia is a leading coal-producing state, much of the discussion related to coal. But one of the first things he learned was that consumers are mainly concerned about rising utility bills.
It seems as though it was so easy for him to say, we'll just pass the cost over to the consumer. And that's what really upsets me. You know, it almost straightens my hair. I sat down last night with my husband and we paid our monthly bills, and I totaled up the utility bills and they came to $120. The cost cannot continue to be passed on to the consumers. It's not very much more that we'll be able to stand.
The administration's energy chief, James Schlesinger, painted a grim picture of the energy situation, saying by the 21st century, America's oil and gas will be gone. He said that will require strict conservation now. So strict that Mr. Carter predicted the energy conservation program he'll announce next month will probably cost him some of his popularity.
But I'm willing to give up some of my own personal popularity among the people of this nation to require them to face the brutal facts that we all are going to have to work together to deal with the impending crisis that's going to come regardless in future years as energy runs out.
Although Mr. Carter strongly suggested that his energy program will be a tough one requiring sacrifice, he gave few specifics as to just what that program will include. Aides said that was because this was not a forum to lay out energy policy. Rather, they said this was a time to gather ideas on what the policy ought to be. Bob Schieffer, CBS News, Charleston, West Virginia.
Democratic Senator Abraham Ribicoff predicted today that Mr. Carter will face the biggest fight of his presidency when he tries to push his energy proposals through Congress. Mr. Carter's visit to West Virginia followed that overnight stay in Clinton, Massachusetts. Gary Shepard reports on Clinton's morning after.
The president left town just before 9 o'clock this morning after having breakfast with the Thompsons, his host family. The occasion made two of the Thompson children late for their high school classes. So before he departed, Mr. Carter wrote a note to the teacher.
Please excuse Jane from being late. She had a guest in her home.
Were you able to sleep last night with the president in the next room or the room over?
Hey, if I can sleep with 8 kids, I can sleep with him.
Clinton went back to being just another small town today after its brief stint in the national limelight. The crowds were gone, and things were slowly getting back to normal. The fellow who was selling Jimmy Carter T-shirts yesterday at full price was having a clearance sale today, but there were few takers.
Yeah, I cut my prices.
From what to what?
From $4 to $2.50.
Okay, why is that?
The St. Patrick's Day sale.